Hey everyone, it's Matthew back with another LEGO Ninjago review. This is set number 71755, Temple of the Endless Sea. It included 1,060 pieces, retailed for $100 in the US. It released in 2021 and included 7 minifigures and 1 manta ray. I believe that this set is probably one of my favorites I own. So let's get on to the review. So, starting us off in the review, we're going to start with this mini side build for Kai, and then we're going to move to a lot of the different sections of the temple. So grabbing Kai right here, we can remove his weapon, and he does fit in his sub. So, that's a good sign. And with flippers as well, you can keep his flippers on, and he fits. So, that's a really good sign. You don't really have to take the minifigure apart a lot at all. And there's how that window looks in that section and everything there. So this is basically just a recolor. They're all recolors. I do like how they all keep this one color section back here. It's all the same. And I actually really like this color in LEGO. This spinner crown was an addition to the back, which I love to see that they're still making these. These were amazing pieces and still very useful. So you can spin it and it will go pretty fast. There you go. And then here you've got these little wings that can fold up. As I was showing, I was pulling them down. And I love this new printed cockpit for this wave. And then you've got a sticker detail with Kai's symbol on it and a little mechanical details. And same over here with a little Ninjago on it. I think that's an R and maybe that's an E. Fire. Yeah, fire. I think that says fire. Yep. Okay. And then on the front he has his attachments for on his little blaster here. Every ninja that has one of these at least has the same attachment on their sub as on their blaster. So, we're going to remove Kai for now. Show the inside. Just got 2 little ingots there. I love them in this color. They're very nice in this color. And yeah, that's kind of it for this small little side build. But we're going to put it off to the side for now. So the first section of the temple we're going to look at, of course, is this side. We're starting from the left and then going right. For now, I'm going to remove Wojira. We'll show her on it in a little bit, but I need to have this closer up. So, first off, we've got these nice little pillars here with Atlantis forks. So the first section of the temple we're going to be looking at is this section that houses Wojira. We will be looking at Wojira in a little bit, and Glutinus's little section here. So, starting us off with Wojira's platform. It's pretty much just a platform. And then these little things that you can attach to Wojira, which I will show in a little bit. And then you've got these pillars with Atlantis detailing on them, and you've just got these shells on every section. You've got one. And you've just got a place to put Wojira. And I like the rock work. It's good. But the only thing is, these might come off easily. I haven't had any experience, but I mean, this piece doesn't seem like it would connect here well, but it kind of does. I mean, I'm more of a displayer than a player, and it doesn't really come off. I like the addition of these gold studs with the hole through them. Those make it much nicer. And then moving to the next section, Glutinus's lab over here. We can remove the 2. Look at his window. It is actually built sideways, with the studs are actually this way. This is the top of it. And they put a tile and then connected it to there. So, love the building techniques here. Always fun when they include different things in the sets. And then here you've just got some gold detailing. These can spin a little easy. And clearly, I've had this for a while. And it is one of my favorite sets. I can safely say it's one of my favorites. And then here you've got some water detailing. These are the same as on Ninjago that we'll look at in a little bit. And then just more rock detailing, and so yeah. Looking around to the back, we have a little weapon here for Glutinous, in case he, you know, in case Ninja come in here. And then you've got these nice teal pillars. I really love these parts. They really flesh out the whole set. And then here you've got a big, large pot or beaker. That's a nice part there in clear. And then you've got 2 glasses of water, and, well, maybe not water. And then a nice stickered rug there. So, and then nothing under the table. I wish there was. That would have been nice, but really, there's nothing. So, I forgot to mention that every section does have these clips, and all of them clip together. But for a smaller shelf, you're going to have to unclip them and leave some of them in a more, an odder angle and not be able to connect. So, pulling in Wojira here. We're going to look at her. So, starting here with her head. Nice detailing. Sad they didn't get the amulets on her, but that's not really a big detail. Stickered part, but it's kind of covered. And then you've got these kind of horns here. And the play feature with her head, you can take these 2 spikes. There's a spike up here on both sides, and you can pull it, and it will open her mouth. You got a black circular inverted tile there, and a pink circular inverted tile there. So, and then nice molding back here. I like these parts there that kind of put it all together. And then these spikes here that you can put out or in. And then I like the use of coral on her neck. And there's not really much of a place for a figure to stand. There goes the amulet. I will mention now that that can happen. It is quite easy to knock off. And basically, it's kind of just, it's quite a bit like the Great Devourer. She's got 2 fins here. Nice working inside of her. Make her the nice shape. And a small opposable tail. It's not too much, but it's not too little either. And I like the spikes down here. And I really love the underbelly, how they colored it correctly. And then taking a look at the amulet here. It's a nice sparkly purple and blue. So, you know it's not a fake like the island one was. So, we'll reattach that there. And then we'll show you the play feature when she is on the platform here. So, when she's on the platform here, you can place these 2 bits on her to hold her in place. And then you might notice there's this little Technic thing on the back. And if you have these connected and you spin it, you can pull them off. Well, sometimes. Doesn't work all too well, not all the time, but it does work well enough, and I think kids will have fun with it. Yeah, see, for some reason this one wants to connect better. I guess that's just not a fault, but they made the Lego bricks too good. And one more try. Yeah, you see, that one just keeps staying up. Oh, that fell off. But yeah, there's the play feature. It works sometimes, and it doesn't really need to work in my eyes. I think the set is good without it, but there was, well, there goes that. Okay, but there was Wojira and this section, these 2 sections here. Next, we're going to be looking at the right section here. So first off, I'm going to disconnect them and slide this one out of frame. And here you can see you've got some nice rock work, a little almost shrine. I love this stickered part. It's nice. You could use it to expand your temple. This is kind of an unneeded addition. Actually, I think there was supposed to be some water there. But you've just got this clam, and you can push it open like this, and then let go and it'll close. Or you can press on this little Technic lever here, pull it back, and it will stay open. So, pretty simple mechanism. But inside the pearl is actually just Mysterio's helmet from Marvel. So you can, if you take a minifigure, like say Benthamar here, you can put it on his head, and you can barely see Benthamar anymore. So that's how that would work. And placing that back inside, it's not too much, but also not really enough, I don't think. I feel like they should have put a different section and maybe upped it to 110 and added a few pieces to make it a little better. So we're gonna move to the next section. So this section here, this is actually probably one of my favorite parts of it. It's this and the main one that really make this set for me. So first off, you've got little studs with holes through them, and then you've got water coming up it. You've got another one of those clamshells, and you've got an Atlantis spear. And then coming up to the roof, you've got some nice detailed roofs with some size on them, and then you've got this blaster, a spring-loaded shooter here with another sai, which is supposed to be a spear on top. Nice how they built that. And then you can see these two pillars here again. And you can tell it's a jail because you've got some jail bars here, a door here, some more jail bars here, and then you've got nice lanterns here. Love these. Now that Crystallize has come out, it's made me kind of debate taking this apart just for these parts because I've made a lot of Crystallized mocks. But if you want to see those, subscribe and maybe comment if you don't want to subscribe. I'm fine with not subscribing. That's okay. But if you want to see Crystallized mocks, I can do that for y'all if you want to. Okay, so what's the deal with this section? So you can open this and you can put a minifig. Let's take off Kai's weapons. No weapons in the jail. And place him in there. And there you go. He is now imprisoned. But if you want him to be freed, you can see this little tooth, and you can pop it out and open the prison door. It takes out the whole frame. That's why you kind of have to hold this down when you're opening the door so that it doesn't come off like that. But now Kai is freed. It's really a simple mechanism. It's just two teeth on the same axle, and it will knock the door out. But it really reminds me of Ninjago 2012. So it's just empty in there, just the inside of all the bricks that are out here. So we can put this back, and that's how that works. Now, moving up higher, you can see you've got a nice platform up here for one or two minifigures. The only sad thing is that the Murray guards they can't stand because of their flippers. So that's the only downside. I mean, I guess you could put Benthamar or Kalmar, but other than that, no one else. And then you've got these nice teal brick pieces. You get a lot of those in this set, so that's really nice. I love the use of the nice robot arm on this blaster because it gives it a lot of mobility. It can go left and right and up and down and everything. So, but of course, you know how spring-loaded shooters work, but you can see it shoot. Let's shoot it at the wall here. Nope, that didn't go very far. Let's shoot it like that. There we go. And then coming to the top of this building, you've got a nice stickered part with these arched pieces on there. There goes the door, like I said. And then you can remove this, and find some treasure inside. Just a pirate sword and a little Glock. So you can place that back inside and leave whoever their treasure. I guess it's Kalmar hiding from King Trimar. So there is the prison section. So here's the final and largest section of this temple. This is what I deem really makes the set. And let's start with the stairs. I like how the stairs just have this simple black design with the ingots going up each one. Over here with the poles, nice usage of this pole in gold and the Metalbeard's beard that was recolored for the Lego Movie 2. Behind it we have more of those bricks used. And then moving up to this platform, it almost looks like there was some gold spilled because there's studs that are used for coins in the Lego games. And then there's some ingots. And then there's a play feature. If someone tries to reach the storm amulet back there, before they go up the stairs, when they're walking around, there is a trap before, and you push out these spears, and it can knock one of the ninja over. You can just push those back in, and I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. And then there's another one, where if they are up the stairs, once they've surpassed the spears, you can shoot them with a disc shooter and knock them off. So it comes with 2 of these, and it doesn't particularly tell you to place it there, but that's where I chose to place it, the extra one. So moving upwards, this is what the roof looks like. It's got this nice barred design all the way across with arrows on each end, and I like the arching roofs here on each end with size. And I like the Atlantis spears on both sides, and a nice balcony for Kalmar. And these aren't actually connected. These gold pieces aren't connected to this, but it still makes it look nice. So I very much like how that turned out. And then moving finally up, we have a golden rice hat and some arches at the top with some teal tentacles. And at the very top, we have a sai in the middle with some of Benthamar's weapons and a Merlopian symbol. And these do tend to come off a lot. Should mention that now while it's coming off. Now, turning it around, there's the back of the disc shooter, if you need to see that. And then here's what the mechanism of the spears looks like. You can push it on one end, and then push it on the other end, or you can push it on this end and pull it on this end. So, and then moving up, we've got a nice archway with some flags with Merlopian artwork on them. And then moving up to the next floor, there's enough space for probably a few minifigures, but it's really designed to house Kalmar well. So we can place him on in there, reading his scrolls. We'll take a look at that closer in a little bit. Nice stickered parts on each wall. And then we've got these nice trans pink lanterns here. And then we've got a nice fish, which I don't get why it's here, but it's kind of funny. So, and then there's how that's made on the back. So, now, looking closer into Kalmar's room, at all the details. On one side, we have some steps up to this scroll. I will quickly remove it to see it closer up. Nice build. Looks really good. Small thing, but it rounds it out and is a nice detail to the show. Just on a little hinge there. And then over here, we just have some different potions for him to mix and do whatever, trying to awake Wajira. And then if you want to see how Kalmar looks looking out, you can turn this around, and there's Kalmar in the front. So, starting with our first 2 minifigures, we have Scuba Kai and NRG Nia. These 2 figures are pretty great. Kai was not in the show, but he did get a minifigure, which is still cool. I'm going to remove his accessory so I can do a full 360. I really like the ninja masks and the scuba gear put together. They really look great. And Nia's energy is kind of crazy and not the best. I wish it had kind of what the Dragon Ninja have this year, so. And then we'll remove all that from Nia. This is just the ghost tail from Hidden Side, just in a watery texture instead. And then she has 2 power blasts, which when you move these back, you can push it and it will shoot, kind of. But removing her accessories on the back, she's got some water going around her. And we'll look at the full minifigure without all this craziness. So, starting with Nia. Nice dark blue. It does look good. And I don't like how her leg print cuts off down at the bottom there. Would have done a lot better if it didn't. And full dark blue arm. Clearly they could have done the other arm. And her hair is all sparkly. I like it, but it really doesn't match the show. She didn't have a headband on, so. Overall, it's an alright minifigure. Has her symbol on the back and water swirling, but not what would have been great. And then removing her hair, there's her full face print. No alternate. And yeah, there's Nia. So, looking to Kai. We've got this really nice scuba outfit. I like how the rubber all comes together and even has a sword holder on the back. When you remove this, it is a dual molded piece. Has the trans blue on top to make it have goggles and the red as the base. So, there's that part. And then removing his head and accessories to look at all of the torso print. I'll show you how this kind of contraption works. This part goes on his neck to be his breather, and then this goes on his legs and has some pouches on the front, which I think are nice inclusions. And then placing his head back on, he has some silver detailing on him, which is really nice, some mechanical stuff. And then what looks like an underwater vest. Very nice details overall, the vest. And then he's got a zipper on the back with a metal belt. I love the inclusion of the flippers this wave. Really rounds them out. And his leg print is pretty good. I like the belt with the silver on the bottom. Kind of matches with his silver detailing. And definitely the knee print. Looks nice. So, we'll put these back together. And then move on to the next minifigures. Next, moving to the brothers Benthamar and Kalmar. I think the inclusion of both of these was awesome. Kalmar was not needed, but Benthamar was very, very great inclusion. Starting with Benthamar, we'll remove both of their weapons. And Benthamar has this nice sand blue base with dark blue hands and some copper and gold detailing on it, which looks really nice. He has the Joker hair in black, which is nice. Kind of looks odd, but nice. The open mouth smile isn't so fitting, but a closed mouth smile definitely would have fit. Turning him around, he does have an alternate face, which really does fit. The angry expression, he definitely had that a few times. And then his belt has a few just different latches on it, and he has a lot of different colored detail and everything. Removing his back piece. He has just a little bit of chains on there to hold his armor on. So there's how he looks. And then placing this back on and putting him back together, you can see that the back part was to hold his weapon here. So that's how he looks. And then moving to Kalmar. Kalmar, a kind of odd villain, especially because he kind of does a lot of the things Pythor did, but he's still a great villain in my opinion. So starting, he has a special molded head. It is dual molded. It has teal and purple. Purple is the base. His eyes didn't really come out too well. They should have been like a green color, and I wish he had the crown, but he looks alright. Placing that down, we can pull off his armor. It is just one of these. I'm not sure what to call it, but nice inclusion. Like that armor a lot. He's got a lot of purple and teal detailing with a bunch of gold armor over it. On the back, I guess that looks like a shell, I guess, but I'm not sure what it is. And then he also has a specially made octopus tail piece, which can, if you remove the bottom of his weapon, hold it like this. So, it's nice. Putting him back together, we'll do a final 360 on these two. Not too much with these guys, but they are nice inclusions. Coming to our two next minifigures, we have Glutinous and a Moray Guard. So Glutinous's legs are kind of getting in the way. Let's see if I can get a full 360. Yeah, there we go. Glutinous comes with a magnifying glass, which actually works, by the way. And then the Moray Guard, one of them comes with a sword, like this, the dragon hilt, and then one of the Bentamar blades. So starting on Glutinous, he has one fully golden arm, which is really cool. I like the use of these parts. I'm not sure what to call them, but these parts for his legs, those are really nice. He has 6 legs, and he just uses a normal Moray Guard head. And on the back, he looks like he has a battery of some sort, with a gem stuck in a Harry Potter lantern. And overall, just a nice build on him. He does have an exclusive torso, different than the other Moray Guards, so that's cool. So, starting with this Moray Guard, we have a golden armor piece and a nice molded head. It is dual molded. And then if we remove his head and his armor, we can take a look at his full torso. So, looking at this, he does have a nice coppery gold color and a chain as a belt, nice knee covers, and some scaly designs on there. Again, what looks like a shell, but I don't think it is. Maybe it's like a booster or something. Looks like these are 2 holes for exhaust. So that's how he looks. Nice teal and black coloring. And when you put it all together with the gold, I think these two look awesome. One thing to note is you do get 2 of the Moray Guards, except one of them comes with this Sai weapon on a dragon hilt, and then the other comes with the sword we looked at. So, you do get 2 of them, and let's head on to my overall thoughts. So, what are my overall thoughts on this set? I'd say this set is probably a must-buy for quite a few people. Anybody who is a large Ninjago fan, I'd say you're going to have a great time with this set, whether you're playing with it, whether you're building it and displaying it. This is one of my favorite sets I own, and I think you will have the same experience in any of the scenarios I listed, and I think maybe it's not a must-buy, but it's definitely high up on the list of good sets out now. And I believe it's retired now. Yeah, I think it's retired. But you can still get it for $100. That is retail price on Amazon, which is amazing. So, if you missed out on this, go buy it before you really miss out. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Matthew, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.